Hey, before we get into today's video, I just want to address a question that many of you ask, which is how do you get this gateway? Well, Chirp Wireless is new and doing great things in DePIN, or decentralized physical infrastructure. They're not like Helium. Stop getting them confused with Helium. I can see this application's coming out in a number of different arenas like agriculture, commercial, not just residential. And once you get the gateway, it's very easy to set up. I will have a video about that in the future, but in order to get a gateway right now at time of filming, you just go to chirptoken.io, and anywhere on here you'll see a button that says become a keeper. You click on it, it's going to take you to a page where it says congrats, you're right on time, join over 70k users on our early supporter list, and stay tuned for upcoming early supporter NFT campaign. So basically you need to sign up for the list if you are interested in one of these devices before you can even get one. And when you get one, it appears to me, and I could be wrong about this, where you will purchase an NFT, but then you'll be able to redeem that NFT in the UI or the dashboard that I was looking at earlier. It's really cool dashboard, really great UI design. However, I just wanted to let you know you can't buy one right this second, but sign up. Link will be in the description. And now let's get into today's video.
Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at what's inside this box. What is in here is actually appears to be one of one, maybe one of the first ones sent out, but it is a WiseGate Solutions with a name we're all too familiar with, RAC. Just like this little guy right here, which is a Helium miner. However, this is not Helium. This is Chirp, a DePIN, or decentralized physical infrastructure token, right? So Chirp token is the actual name, and it's another LoRa IoT network building decentralized infrastructure to help the world connect all its various devices and monitor various things, right? This is going to be very huge as we continue to move forward with DePINs, or decentralized physical infrastructure, for monitoring weather, monitoring statuses of our water supply, our agriculture, all kinds of stuff. So Chirp is building a decentralized network infrastructure for Internet of Things, or IoT devices, to connect and communicate with one another. So far in the box, I see the Chirp unit right here. Looks like we got a thermostat of some type right here. That's pretty cool. We got electrical tape, or insulation tape. We got double-sided tape is what it appears to be. And then this looks like a PoE device, right? So power over Ethernet. Our power cable's right there. Not sure what's in this box, but let's get it out and take a look at it. Looks like there's something right here on the side. So this is probably going to be our pole that we need to use. Yep, looks like it's our pole that we need to use, or our antenna actually. If you can see in that cellophane there. So this looks like our giant antenna. Mounting assembly. It appears we got all the hardware we need to mount this thing in a secure location, or a secure form. All the hardware right there. So there's our mounting assembly in this box right here. And it looks like we got another tube. Not sure what this is for, but there's obviously something in this tube that we need to open up. There's our 8 dBi, 2400 megahertz, 2500 megahertz. We're gonna open up both of these. And then here is the main bread and butter, the actual Chirp unit. Let me get this box out of the way here. And let's see if this starts to look familiar to you. All right, so Chirp branding on the front, good job team for all the marketing. And on the back here, we've seen this before. We've seen something like this before. These outer boxes, these outer shells, there's where our cables and our connectivity will go to, right? We have additional ports if we need to. Let's see what that says. Do not power up without connected antennas. So we don't want to power up without the antennas connected. Gives us our little console right here. So console reset, SIM, so nano SIM card, TF card reader, power, WAN, Ethernet, LTE. So I'm assuming cellular as well as Ethernet. Got some more ports on the back here that we could technically tie into if we really needed to. So we got the 2.4 or the 2.5 gigahertz, 2400 megahertz, or we have our LoRa 1 setup, right? And so we got little protectors on here. So we have to connect our antennas, and each one is specific. Besides the antennas on the front and the connections on the bottom here, there's additional information on the side. For example, chirpwireless.io/rack-QR. So we could scan that, go to this Get Started guide, obviously some FCC rulings like Part 15 of the FCC rules. Operation is subject to follow 2 conditions. The device may not cause harmful interference. And then 2, this device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. So government can interfere with me, but I can't interfere with it. And then additional information here on the side, like the FCC ID, so on and so forth. But we could see that this is a Westgate Edge Pro. Its model number is RAC7229CV2. Its PoE input voltage, or power over Ethernet input voltage, is 48 volts or 0.3 amps. And then 12 volts for normal input, 1 amp. And then additional connectivity information, so on and so forth. And then we run our power and everything in through here. Let's actually look at the power port here. So I'm assuming this power cable, which is honestly the same one that would be used for our Caspa KS0, big boy power bricks. But how am I going to convert the power to run into this thing? We can open up this box, and maybe we'll do that, because it looks like we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 screws to get into this box if we absolutely needed to, or to open up this front chirp panel. But we might need to take a deeper look at chirp. What is chirp? What is chirp token? Right, so we'll do that in a separate video, but I wanted to show you what comes in this box overall. So just to recap, so there's our hardware for securely mounting this unit outside or inside, because it should be able to run in both. Preferably for this particular device, we want to run outside, high up, good line of sight. We get a thermometer of some type, so maybe this helps with data tracking and providing like the weather for our current location to the network. A power over Ethernet connector of some type, not sure what particular model it is. Electrical tape or insulating tape, double-sided tape, or maybe some more insulation tape but a little bit bigger. 2 antennas for the 2.5 or 2.4, and then our LoRa. And then the actual main unit right here. Oh, I just found something in the box. There's our terminal. Okay, so we would have to terminate this, right, in this connection. We would have to terminate that in there, and then splice our power. So it looks like we got 1 black and 1 red, and I'm assuming, depending on where we get our power and where we're planning to put this device, a little bit of customization on the end user's part in order to get it up and running. But IoT devices are not new to the cryptocurrency scene, and projects like this are essential for the future of the internet, because it just allows interconnectivity between devices, IoT devices, LoRa devices, doesn't matter, devices on your normal Web 2 internet, to be able to communicate, get the weather, monitor your agriculture, monitor the water in a lake that is your reservoir for a large community. Like, there's so many things these devices can be utilized to help out the world, and I like to see projects like this, DePINs, right, decentralized physical infrastructure, taking the next step. So we'll talk more about Chirp token in the future, and we'll give you updates as we move forward with the installation and setup of this guy. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Do me a favor, hit that like button, make sure to get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So let's check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here, and I'll catch you in the next one.